Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibukun Oluwapadekunle, Ibukun Ade for short, or IBK. Just call me IBK. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by on this video, and if you are returning, welcome once again. I'm so glad that you are here. So today's video, a bit of context is my goal at the beginning of the year is to post at least once a month. That was my goal because I knew that I couldn't keep up with creating content on Instagram and also creating long form content on YouTube, multiple of them every month. With school also, I couldn't do that. But I wanted to show up. So once a month was my deal, was the deal we had, right? Now, last month I was meant to put out a particular video, but I couldn't get around to finishing editing it as I wanted to. Then I edited another video, which is the first day of sophomore year, and I posted it. This month, my goal was to post the video I was meant to post last month, but I still haven't. I'm not done with editing it yet, and I just like I can't lose my streak. I mean, we've been going well so far. I can't lose my streak, so I decided to post my IG live video from one of IG lives I've done over the years. It's a video on taking care of your natural hair or the African textured hair, either natural hair or relaxed hair, and also locks. I think we had someone speak on locks. I'm not so sure, but we have a natural hair, we have a relaxed hair, how to take care of it, and also as a guy, how to take care of your hair as a guy. We also have that, so it is encompassing. I hope that this will make it up for this month. You will learn a lot of things. Trust me, if you decide to stick with this and you have any hair issues, this video is going to be very helpful for you. So please stick around, watch the video. You can go take breaks in between, but it's going to be very, very helpful. Till I see you in my next video. Bye. Now I'm going to get right into the video. See ya. Oh, make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe because that's how it should be. Let's get to 1K followers, 1K subscribers by the end of this year. We can do it. We can do it. We can. So please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend that this video is actually a lot of gems in it. So yeah.
Oh, hi, Grace.
Hi,
Hi.
good evening.
So
So
excited.
nice
How
to
are you
see you.
doing?
I'm
Right.
fine.
So
I'm
nice to
fine. How are
see
you?
you. I'm doing good. You guys do not believe that this is the first time I'm actually or seeing Grace. Like everything has been just this week, and I'm so thankful. Like I'm so thankful that you decided to jump on this with me.
You're
With
welcome.
us. I'm so excited. Thank you
You
so
are
much. Thank you
welcome.
so much. So I'm going to continue my story later. I stopped
Uh,
at the part where I was defining how I came up with the name, your head doctor.
yeah, I
But
was enjoying your story. You can still
okay, let me
continue a
continue.
little bit. Yeah.
All right. So I was in medical school at the time, and I have thought of it that your hair doctor would be nice. But then there was someone in our school at the time that was also an hairstylist. She makes hair. She's very good at it. And then I saw it in her bio, like she wrote hair doctor. And I'm like, this lady is ready. She put it in her bio as hair doctor. Let me not come and infringe on her territory. But people did
Okay.
not know her as that. People knew her as a name. Like even if not, I had to check. I wouldn't have known that she was head doctor. She was there. And then that particular day, I was with my friends. Favor was also there in the room. I was in Favor's room. Favor in the comment section. I was in a room at that day, and I was discussing with my other friend and her, and we were like, "Oh, head doctor would be nice." I'm like, "Head doctor, no, someone already had it." He was like, "But she's not using it. I mean, you can use the name." So that was how I just took speak. I mean, talk. I just wanted to go with your head doctor. And I also remember them asking me that when people hear your name, what do you want them to think? And I was like, I want them to think, Ibukun is that girl that, talks about hair care and is intentional about hair care. And today, even before I left the school, people would, if they hear Ibukun, the first thing that comes to mind is hair doctor. People were calling me hair doctor. And it's really God, honestly, it's God. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful to God for that, for where we are today. So, yes, I'm super, super excited that we're doing it. I said that a lot of times. Anyways, I'm excited. That's why. Thank you so much, Grace. But
You're
then you're so
welcome.
beautiful. Oh my gosh, your beauty is giving.
Please.
Um, the idea
Thank
is
you.
to the idea of this life is to make sure that every single person is included.
All
And I
right.
now realized that in a bit to include everybody, I did not include people that are using locks, people that lock their hair.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So apologies to all of you. It wasn't intentional, and I know that some of these things would also help. So let me introduce our guest for today. I've already spent 7 minutes out of our time, but let me introduce our guest for today. Her name is yeah, her name is Adeogun Grace. That's my sister's name. My sister's name is Grace Ranumsek. She's a final year physiotherapy student of OAU, and she owns a brand called Gracious Beauty Place. She's an hairstylist, she's a wig maker, and she's a ventilator. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Grace.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you very much for having me here. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate the opportunity to come here. Okay, so we're going to start with. Can you tell us a bit about your hair journey? Like, why do you no offense, but why do you go to relax day? Why relax day? Why not natural hair?
Okay. I'll say that right from when I was a little girl, I've always had long hair. Though it was like I can't remember if my parents left it relaxed or natural, but I always had long hair. And anytime I visited the hairstylist place at that time, I would always cry because my hair used to be very painful at that time.
I can relate.
So when I was about to enter junior secondary school, I told my mom that I want to cut this hair, that I'm tired of it. And my mom was like, if you are cutting this hair, you are not going to do it again till you finish secondary school. I just said,
Do we have the same mom? Because that was exactly what I always told us.
so I just said, I don't care. At this point, I'm tired. Let me just cut it, and then when I'm done with school, I'll continue. And then I got to SS1. And then all my mates were making hair because I was in a boarding school at that time. So the eagerness to make my hair again was coming back. But my mom stood on her ground that if you don't finish secondary school, you're not making your hair. So I waited till I was writing NECO, WAEC. Then I began to grow my hair. I began to grow my hair. And then the pain came again. I could not take it. So I didn't even let it grow for long before I relaxed it. So I just started relaxing it. At that time, I didn't know anything about hair care. I just knew that if your hair is relaxed, it won't be painful.
So
At
was
that
that
time, that was all I knew. So I just started growing my hair. I started growing my hair. Then when I finished secondary school, I think that was around 2016. So I went to learn. That was when I first went to learn hairstyling, the regular braids, Ghana weaving, and all that. So I went for training. So during that period, people will come with natural hair, people will come with relaxed hair. But my boss at that time didn't treat them any differently. She just treated everybody the same way. So about a year after, I began to look up on relaxed hair online, on natural hair online. And then I met Temi also in school. It was true I knew most things about natural hair and the cares of it. So I'm like, if people take care of natural hair like this, why can't I take care of relaxed hair also in a way that will make me have healthy hair and just to be intentional about it. So that I started looking up about treatment for my natural hair. And then about 2 years ago, I started making my own hair myself because I noticed that I have to be going to different hairstylists a lot of times, and because of that, my hair growth has not been consistent. Though I have long hair naturally, but it breaks easily. So I decided that since I can make it, I'll start making my hair myself. Then I started relaxing my hair myself. I started making my hair myself. I started getting intentional about the products I use on my hair. And I noticed that I've been able to minimize breakage. I've been able to minimize having itchy scalp. I've been able to minimize burns on my hair because I've been intentional about it. So That's
Honestly, we have the same storyline. Our story is very, very similar. Just that me, my mom agreed to let us, make our hair when it's too. And then I also went to a salon after secondary school to learn how to make hair. And it
okay.
was after I left that I became intentional about this thing. And it was when I got into the hair care that I met Amy. I mean, I've met Amy before, I think twice in
Okay.
OAU, ECU, but like I haven't like interacted with her. But when I saw that this lady is in hair care, I was like, I know this lady, let me reach out to her. I think she reached out to me
Yeah.
because she knew my brother. So like she reached out to me when she saw that I was gay, and then that was where we got it from. Then we look at it inspiring even relaxed hair people. See? So everything that we do just span across both natural hair and
Yeah.
and
And
I'm grateful about that. And yes, if you were to look back, like if you had the same knowledge you had now, would you go on be on relaxed hair or you'd go on natural hair? Because now you know how to handle your hair better.
yeah, I think with the knowledge I have now, I can handle natural hair as well as I can handle and relaxed hair. But my issue is transitioning. I tried transitioning from relaxed hair to natural hair, and my problem was that the way I can leave my hair like this in these simple curls, I can't leave my transitioning hair like that. I will be having headache. Like the headache will be
Oh
so
God.
consistent that it will just be really, really bothering me. So I just gave up that. I don't think it's for me. So I had to relax again and continue that. This relaxed hair, I will take care of it. So
Wow.
that's it.
I've never experienced transitioning before, but I definitely know it's not a child's joke. And also we also have someone that will speak on that. So if you're also transitioning, wait, before people start
Yeah.
running away and just give up on the journey, we're going to have someone speak to that. So just you guys should wait, you guys should. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next I'm going to ask is what is one thing, no, not one thing, but this is for the relaxed hair girls or people that want to relax their hair. What is one thing you would tell them, not one thing, but what's that thing you're going to tell them that this thing or this idea that you have is not necessary does not necessarily work for relaxed hair person, or this mindset that you have towards relaxed hair, maybe the reason I want to relax is because I can relax in taking care of my hair. Does that really apply to relaxed hair? What is the technicalities of handling and taking care of relaxed hair?
Okay. That means I'll be talking on the things people think relaxed air have, like what relaxed air really means. And one thing I have to say is that the fact that a relaxer works for one person doesn't mean it will work for another person.
Mm,
For example, giving myself as an example now, my mom was using a mega growth relaxer and it works perfectly well for her. So I decided to start using that. But I get burns a lot of
um,
the time when I use that relaxer. I'm like, what will I use? What will I use? Then along the line, someone recommended olive oil relaxer for me, and then I noticed that that works perfectly with my hair. No burns whatsoever. My hair gets relaxed. I don't experience breakage, and then I stuck with it. But what most people fail to realize is that if one person is using one relaxer, they already have what they use. Oh, if they not see the outcome of someone else, they will not let me use what you are using. Meanwhile, it may not work for them the way it's working for that person.
true.
So one of the things I want to say is that know what works for you. I may not be able to say about the content or for which relaxer is for which hair or whatever that is, but what I'll say is that know what works for you and stick with it. That's it. So the fact that your friend is using a relaxer that makes her hair to be shiny, her hair is growing, her hair is long,
True.
doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Very true.
So that's one thing. Then know who works for you. The
Oh,
person that works for you.
very
If you work
important.
for you, know who works for you. So when I first started relaxing my hair, when I started making my hair again, then my friend used to relax my hair that time. But once she puts the relaxer like this, we will not wait for 5 minutes before we wash because I will start experiencing burns. Then when I started relaxing my hair myself, I realized that the time she spent combing and combing and combing the hair after applying the relaxer is actually too long, and that's part of the reason why I experience burns with relaxer. But when I started doing it myself, by the time I apply, I massage it in, leave it for about 5 minutes. My hair is relaxed and I wash off. I don't have to comb before my hair gets relaxed. So know who works for you. If you make your hair yourself, I think you be able to appreciate what works for you most time. But not everyone is privileged to do that. So you should be able to know that this person is the person that helps me to make my hair and I don't have any problem, then stick with the person. That's the second thing. Then I want to talk about deep conditioning and using leave-in conditioners rather for relaxed hair. When I first started using deep conditioner, I was like, what's the essence of this one? Let me just try it. Let me just try it. Because tell me what always talk about deep
I
condition your hair,
always
deep condition your hair. Then
tell you, you cannot skip it, whether
yeah,
natural.
you can't skip it
Yeah.
though. You can't skip it. Then I went on YouTube. I checked for deep conditioning for relaxed. Then that's when I started using Mega Growth deep conditioner, and I noticed that it was a game changer for me. Immediately I relaxed my hair, and I deep condition. Whatever is it slight how will I put it? Even if it's a little bit of pain that must have even come in any form before, will just leave, and the hair will just feel like more relaxed. I don't know how to put it. Like it was
Wow.
a game changer, especially if I use with steam cap, because most of the time they may not be light. I may just put the deep conditioner and wash it off. But once I use the deep conditioner and then I put it with my steam cap, I notice that is as if it relaxes it the more, because you feel your hair will feel so different in the texture. So deep conditioning is also important after relaxing.
Wait, before you continue, I just want to mention. Can you see how she was excited when she started talking about the condition?
Yeah,
Her face that this sleep conditioning is not just talk. It's
it's
not
not
only your
that
face that you know evidence. So there's evidence, like from our face, like you see that the evidence is there. So if you're
yeah.
relaxing, whenever I shout, that shouts. Whenever I say something that will deep condition your hair. I think the thing that the stigma that came with deep condition, let me put it that way, that
Yeah,
all through our life, for me, I don't even know what deep conditioning is. I only know conditioner.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
next thing they'll just, the shampoo that will take time, they'll use to wash your hair.
You know the
Conditioner,
funny
they just
thing.
apply and then comb and then that's all. So like it was like conditioner was nothing to
Mm-hmm.
me. But now that I now got to understand, I was like, eh? Are you people serious? Like
Yeah,
shampoo is not enough. Shampoo will just make your hair
it's not
clean.
enough.
Shampoo will even make your hair more dry and fragile. But deep
Mm-hmm.
conditioning, thank God they relaxed hair babe has said it. So if you're relaxed hair, I don't want to hear any complaint that I'm a relaxed hair. Deep condition your hair.
Yeah,
But
so
I feel shouting.
the funny thing is that this deep conditioner, when I was still learning in 2016, my boss would use it as treatment, as hair treatment. If she finished relaxing a customer's hair, she would just use small, put it around the hair, and then leave. She didn't know the essence of the deep conditioner. When I now came to realize, I was like, I've been doing the wrong thing all my life. Now, what was I taught? But then deep conditioning is important. Then people say relaxed hair don't grow, or if your hair is relaxed, it tends to break more often. And then I realized that the wrong method of relaxing is what causes this. If you're relaxing and your hair don't grow or your hair breaks often, it's the wrong method of relaxing. Most people don't know your hair grows every 2 weeks. I can't remember the number of
Things
inches right now, but your hair grows. In fact, your hair grows every day.
yeah.
Your hair grows every day. It just may not be significant to the eyes. So what you are relaxing is not the hair already on your head. It's the new growth that you have already. And if you are able to be consistent with how long it takes for your hair to grow. For someone like me, my hair takes about like 2 months before I begin to notice the new growth, because the thickness in the roots would have increased. So that's when I relax. But most people, they want to make a new style, they relax. They want to make stitch braids, they relax. They want to make ponytail, they relax. They are not consistent about the
You're
new
who's
growth
stressing you.
before relaxing. And then you say your hair is breaking, your hair is not growing, it will definitely not grow. For example, now my mom realized that she doesn't have to relax as frequent as she used to before. And it's because she's growing old now, her hair doesn't grow as much as it used to before. So she said the last time she went to relax, the woman was like, your hair is not due, you don't have to relax it. And I was telling her that, you are growing old, your hair is not growing as fast as it used to before, so you don't really have to relax every time. So you have to know that what you are relaxing is not just for the hair to be sleek, for it to be smooth. It's the new growth on your hair that you are relaxing, and with that you'll be able to minimize breakage. One thing again is that trimming is also important. There is no how you want to do it that when you are relaxing, a little bit will not still touch the tips that are already relaxed. So those tips tends to be weaker than the ones of the new growth. So when you are combing, when you are making your hair, you tend to have breakage. So instead of this breakage to just continue and then lead to split ends, you trim them off. That's one thing I've noticed.
So
also.
If I get you correctly now, you're saying that for relaxed hair, you have to, when you're relaxing your hair, don't focus on the relaxed part.
Don't
Go to
focus
the
on
new
the
growth.
last.
Because relaxing the already relaxed hair makes
Yeah.
hair weaker and fragile.
Yeah.
Oh, that
The
makes
hair
sense.
already relaxed doesn't go back to
Oh.
break.
Yeah, so that makes sense, because when it comes to deep conditioning, they'll tell us, I tell people, I also do it too.
Okay.
Deep condition my hair from the tip down to the root. So like make sure you concentrate on the on the end of the hair, and that makes sense for relaxing of hair also, because the end of your hair is the weakest. So it's at the point where it's anything can either break or might build or might make or might anyone. So you either for deep condition, which is to strengthen, you focus more on the end of the hair, and then for relaxing, you focus on the part that is growing, that you want to, the natural hair that is growing. Oh, that makes sense. I think someone saying here about relaxing of hair also. Relaxing. I mean, the thing I've noticed, this is from my own perspective, is people that relax their hair, that I see relax their hair, they are relaxing their hair because, oh, my hair is already getting, it's already getting kind of hard. Let me relax it. So they don't just they don't monitor all of those things. So you have to, they not like do it almost every time. Oh, my hair is hard, let me relax it. My hair is this, let me relax it. And that's what it's going to make the same damage as applying heat to your hair consistently. Okay, Siri, let me explain. I think you are getting it wrong, because she says I've been applying my deep conditioner from tips to the roots. That's how I'm supposed to do it now. I'm saying that your roots, the tip of your hair is the weakest part of your hair. So if you are using relaxer, you're not supposed to relax the tip of your hair because it's weak. You go to the root of your hair. But if you are deep conditioning your hair, because you want to strengthen your hair, you start from the fragile part, which is the tip of your hair. This is your root. What is made from your scalp is your roots, and then what is coming, the end of your hair that you hold like this, is the tips. So that's what I'm trying to say. So don't get me wrong. So we need to be wrapping this up now. Lawrence, if you're here, you can request to join the call. While we are doing that, let me ask the last question. So, personally for you, this is like cheat code into your but personally, I think you've mentioned some of that. But for you, what is that thing that you've like put in place that's helped you so far? Maybe like structure. It might not necessarily have to do with the product you use, but like structure, whatnot, that you shall use put in place that has helped you to be consistent with your relaxing.
I think one of the things I learned, because it's one of the areas that was my worst, one of the things I learned is being consistent with one product. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Being consistent with one product. Before now, I used to just use any shampoo I see, any conditioner I see, and I'm gone. So now I'm consistent with, I use Mega Growth products right now, because at least they are the most affordable and they work for me. So I'm consistent with the products I use. And then if I even have cost to allow someone make my hair, I make sure it's someone that is doing the right thing.
Okay.
because like recently I went to make my hair from a woman. No, not recently. I think early this year. I went to make my hair from a woman, and then I was using leave-in conditioner before she even may start making the hair. And she was like, "Ah, why is it leave-in conditioner? It's going to make your hair break." I was like, "What are you talking about?" So I have to make sure that it's someone that knows what they are doing before they make my hair. And if I don't see anyone, I make my hair myself.
That's why I've been keeping to myself. Oh. That's why I've been doing my hair myself.
So
Yeah.
consistent with the product, be consistent with the person that knows your hair, and then do not avoid too tight hairs. Too tight. Most people on relaxed hair will complain about their edges are going, the back of their hair is not as long as the front of their hair and stuff like that. Do not make too tight hairs. If you are making braids, it should not be too tight. If you are making even cornrows, it should not be too tight. So those are the things I put in place for my hair.
Yeah, thank you so much. I feel like there's so much similarities. Like it's almost the same thing when you're talking about hair care, natural hair care. They tell you know your hair, know the
Yeah.
person, like have a particular person that you go to, have
Yeah.
a schedule, and then they will also tell you to, don't be a product junkie. Use products that work for you. Don't be jumping up and down. Like it's similar, don't tighten your hair scalp. All of those things.
Yeah.
It's going to save you. So when I talk bring hair to my page, I'm not just talking about natural hair. I'm also talking about someone who relax there. So yes, don't make hair that is going to give you headache. Please. I know it's really hard. It's easier said than done, but honestly, it's not worth it. For water, it's not gonna be water that you're not within.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Grace.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really enjoyed this. It was really fun talking with you, and you talk more like Temi. Like the way you were your Bible and you were talking is Temi. I said, yeah, let's a lot.
She's my good friend. She's a very nice person. I really appreciate
so much for coming.
Yeah,
I this. Guys, let's say thank you to Grace in the comment section. She has really helped our relaxed hair babes, and you guys relax their hair. Everyone on relaxed hair. She has helped us. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can leave the call now.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Hi, Loretta.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm coming. I'm trying to get the hang of this thing.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'll just have to wait till she leaves. But yes, hi Loretta. Thank you so much for offering to jump and to do this with me. I'm really excited that you had to come up on it. Like it was really usually last minute. I could not find anyone. She was like, "Oh yeah, I do." I'm like, "Oh, that's really nice. Please come on board." And she was like, "Yes, I'm on board." So thank you so much, Loretta, for
having me.
I sincerely, really, really appreciate it. Loretta is like, you have a lot of fans in my comments. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to, say a bit about Loretta. Loretta is also known as the exuder of light. I personally know of someone that that is into photography. She takes really good pictures, both mobile and with normal camera. Me, I cannot take normal camera this thing, but she's an OG. And she's a student, and she's here today. She's transitioning from natural hair, from relaxed hair to natural hair. So thank you so much, Loretta, once again for joining this.
Thank you.
So, to start things, can you tell us, how you got here? What made you relax your hair, and why are you transiting back to natural hair? Why exactly?
Okay, so in 2020, I cut my hair that I was going to start over, that I'm no more doing again. Like the hair was like really weak. I had a lot of dandruff, so I was like, I cut it that I'm no more doing again. And then I started, it was growing, and after a while, I couldn't really take care of it then because I was like in secondary school. I didn't even have any idea about how to take care of natural hair, so I just relaxed it back. And then as I continued to relax it, like I was relaxing every month, like any small thing, I relax the hair. Once I lose the hair, I'm relaxing it, and it was not healthy at all. So in January, I was like, I'm going to shave the hair. Like, let me just be bowed and be carrying my head up and down. But like my mom who makes hair, she was like, no, she's not going to let any child of ours carry their head like that. So she convinced me to like instead lock it. So, but I don't want to commit to like full locks. So I was like, okay, let me just like micro locks. So I did like this really tiny braids. And then like because the braids were like so like nice and so free, I did them in my normal hair. I carried them for about 4 months. And like even when people were saying it's rough, it's this, it's that, and it had a lot of undergrowth, I was just like, I like it like that. So I just carried it like that. And after losing it, I just like fell in love with the way it was. Like after losing the hair, like I just kind of like fell in love with the undergrowth. Like when I still had the braids on, like I'll just any small thing I'm touching the undergrowth part, like oh my god, this is my natural hair. Like I just like really love the feel of like the really like thick part underneath because like the relaxed part was like really damaged. It was like very weak. Once I'm combing the hair, like everything is falling off. And so I was just like, you know what, like I really love this natural part. So yeah, I just fell in love with the hair, and since then I've just decided I'm going to transition, but I don't want to cut it.
Oh, that's so, like Pemshe said, that's a love story within you and your hair. And it's so nice to hear, like, Kat is smiling. And that thing of, literally, Princess, this girl's been on a journey. She has gone on that journey. When they say hair journey, call Loretta. She has been on it. And that's really nice to see, because it wasn't even like someone had to convince you. When the fact that you saw it right there and then you admired what was going on underneath the relaxed hair is really pretty impressive. I'm happy for you. So how long have you been transiting now, and how has it been? Because I know you're dealing with two types of hair. So how has it been?
So the last time I relaxed was in December last year, and it has been quite a journey. Like before like December, like anytime I would make my hair, I have like serious headaches. Like once anybody touches my hair, I will have serious headaches. So when I wanted to transition, I was quite skeptical because I'm the type of person that once you touch my scalp, like serious headache for days. But like I've been really surprised since I like switched to like stop putting relaxer. Like I can now comb my hair by myself without screaming. Like I can now like touch my hair, like no headaches. And like sometimes I have headaches, but like I just like massage my hair and like I'm fine. So like I was quite skeptical at the beginning because like my hair has always been very thick and full, like any small thing. People used to call it like bush, like forest. So I was like, can I really do this? But it has been such a beautiful journey for me. Like
So
the year
that
has been cooperating.
9 months is you've been transiting, and see, your story is really I really love your story because the normal one I would hear is people who are saying that, oh, whenever I had my natural hair, whenever people touch my hair, I get um I get it, like the way you talked about the effects that your relaxed hair give you, the headache and all of those things. That's what people say natural hair give them, and then they transition to relaxed hair, and then the pain is no longer there. But your own is like from relaxed hair. Relaxed hair was really more like it was one that was giving you those things, and then natural hair was giving you the relaxation you actually needed with your hair. And yes, definitely, hair journey is really different strokes for different folks. Because even though that you said this one, I wouldn't have believed that there's actually a thing like that. Like the opposite is what someone else thinks. So yes, thank you for sharing that. So
Okay.
how have you been focusing on transiting? Because like I said earlier, you have two different hair texture. You have the natural hair going, and then you have the relaxed hair going. So how have you been able to, what exactly have you been doing that's helped you to manage those two hair, getting rid of the other one and leaving the new growth there without causing confusion or all of those things like that.
Okay, so one thing I'll say is that if you are transitioning, be prepared to like lose some length. Like, of course, like the relaxed part, you are going to lose it. Like, and at the beginning, when I did like the first like set of dreads I did, I chopped like a bit. I took some length out, and I know I'm still going to like lose some length. So one thing I've like been doing is that like when I make my hair, I like leave it in for like a while. Like when I do the shortest period I do my hair is like a month. Like once I do it, I just leave it in, just like wash it and take care of it. Like I just leave it for a month, and then after that, because like if you are transitioning, you can't keep like you have to protect the new undergrowths that are coming. So you can't keep like combing, like dragging it all the time. So you just have to like let it rest, like let the undergrowth come. So you just if you make it, just leave it in, let the undergrowth grow if you are like serious about transitioning, because the length you will surely lose a lot of air.
In your transition,
But you gain back with time.
and it's a thing to be like, oh, I'm losing my hair. But honestly, transiting from relaxed hair to natural hair means you have to lose the hair. So for people that don't understand what transiting is, this is what it is. So you have your relaxed hair, your hair is relaxed, and then you're trying to switch back to natural hair without cutting off your hair, without shaving your hair, right? So it's once your hair after every like month, because most times the growth that your hair has, the new growth that's coming from your hair will show after a period of time. So once you see those growth coming out, you are meant to like focus on the new growth coming, because that's the hair you're going to keep, while the relaxed part is when you're going to lose. So what you need to do is transitioning is focusing on the relaxed, and a way you manage both the relaxed part while shedding it off, and um taking care of the natural hair. See, you're very, very, very right. Gold. Patience is very, very much needed. Whether you're relaxing, see, it's the same thing about anything. If you want to grow weight, if you want to add weight as a person, you need patience, and you have the right routine. If you want to lose weight, you need to be patient. If you want to do skincare, you have to be patient. You cannot do the thing today and tomorrow, because you don't see results, you want to stop. No, that's not how things work. So, and your hair is also no different. Anyways, let me go back to the and try go into my own thing. So yes, prepare to lose length, because you're trying to nurture the new hair that is growing from underneath your hair. So yes, be prepared to lose hair, the length. Do you have anything to say to that before I ask the next question?
No.
Okay. So have there been um any information you've heard, like a myth that people say about transiting, but it's not necessarily true, or any
Okay,
wrong information
so
out there?
yeah, one thing I've heard is that like if you are kind of like transiting, like you need like a lot of like products, I think, like to like maintain both parts. But one thing that has like worked for me is that like you don't need a lot of products. Like just like keep like just like take away the relaxer part. Like if you have healthy hair from like your relaxed hair, just take away the relaxer and like keep most of the things like the deep conditioning, the shampooing, the washing regularly. Like you don't need to do too much since you are like just starting out. Like just let, and like when you're like taking care of the hair, like the tip is not like you don't need a lot of care for the tip of the hair since you are going to take it out. So just stick to the base and like really take care of the base of your hair, because that is the hair that is going to like later grow out and become like your main hair. So like really take care of the roots of your hair, like make sure like your scalp, you are taking care of it, you are oiling regularly, you are washing regularly, because once you transition fully, you don't want like your natural hair, the tip to not like start breaking again, and then you not start on that whole journey. You don't want that.
Mm, very true. And that's also like true for taking care of your hair. Because honestly, see, I would say it's not this particular trend of show me your skincare stash. And there's some people that you see their skincare stash and you're like, are we coming to buy from? Is this a store? I know there are also people like that for natural, for hair products. I was saying to myself that if I was to do this thing for hair product, which I'm going to do, so if you're my friend, get ready. I'm coming to interview your stash, your hair product stash. But like, if you come to see the product I use, I don't think it's going to be a lot. Like, if I try this video, you're going to see just multiple bottles of a particular product. That's how it's going to be. Because even life is not hard. Let's start there. Life is not hard. To achieve something, you just need the basic thing. And I'll tell people that your shampoo, your deep conditioner, your leave-in conditioner, your hair oil, and water. Those are the basic things you need now before you now start thinking about, oh, maybe you want to add Ayurveda. Even though Ayurveda is a great combination. But if you don't have it, take what you have. You don't have to use a lot of product because see, don't be a product. Exactly, Tammy. Don't be a product junkie. It's not gonna help. You're just going to waste money. Even though you use
Exactly.
products, but you're just going to spend money that you don't need, that you need at the time for something else that you don't need at the moment. So yes, you don't need too much products. You don't need too much sugar. And because transiting means you're cutting off. You're cutting off. Don't hold on to the there's this Bible verse that says you cannot paraphrase though. You cannot take the a new wine into the old wine skin. It's going to burst. It's the same thing for your hair. If you are transiting, you cannot hold on to your relaxed hair because it's long. No, you are letting it go. So please be comfortable with letting it go. That's life lesson for you. But also applies to your hair. Be comfortable with letting your hair go. The relaxed part go. That's if you're relaxed, if you're transiting. Yes. So for you, this is the last question for you before we have the next person come on board. So Loretta, can you tell us, for you at the moment, what's one thing you would like say, Kitty, you say to someone that's transiting?
One thing I would say is like just take your time. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like just like let the air breathe. Like let it breathe on its own. Like don't do too much. Don't be like you don't need to have like a 1,000 step hair care routine. Just do like your basics. Like let the air breathe. Honestly, like
Yes, lady.
do your protective hairstyles. Use your satin bonnet. Sleep on it, trim the split ends and just let it breathe. Like your hair will be fine. You don't need to be like doing 1 million things. It will be fine. Like the air, the cells, they take care of themselves. That like as the ones are falling off, another one is growing. So just like let it breathe. Oil regularly, massage, and you'll be fine. Honestly.
That's it. Period. We end it. See, don't stress yourself. I'm telling you. You see the hair that I have on my head. I'm not doing too much. There's sometimes I even go, I do not endorse, but I would even go weeks if I have a particular hairstyle without using any product on my hair. I do not endorse because I know my hair. So, like Grace said earlier, I know your hair. But there are sometimes that I would not moisturize my hair. My hair will just, it could be this style. I'll just take it on for like a for a week, and then I moisturize it, apply oil. Even though weather might not recommend at this moment, but please, let your hair breathe. Let it breathe. Let it, even with the styles you make. Oh yes, let's talk about styles. What are the type of styles that you would say hairstyles or styles that you can say that you have to hold back on at this moment?
So currently, I'm not like using anything that has, like attachments and all that. This is just like my personal preference, and I'm not doing like anything that's like going to pick my
Your edges.
front hair too much. My edges, like I want my edges like to relax. Like I'm not doing any hair that is going to be like too tight. Anything that's going to be tight, I'm not doing like. And as you are like switching from relaxer, like relax is like really soft, and then like of course your natural is going to be like thicker. So like the texture is different. So that's when you start like having serious headaches, like when the hair is too tight or something. Like just style simply. You can't be doing like too many complicated styles. Like so you can't be doing too many complicated styles. And mostly I just like do braids in my hair or like just weave it and just like forget about it. And yeah.
Yeah, you're in the nurturing stage. You're in the nurturing stage of your hair, so you have to guide it jealously. Like the time for all those hairstyles will come. Time for all those hairstyles, those gels. The time will come. Just wait for the time. Like time it takes that time for each phase. So you're in the phase where you let your hair breathe. Like literally, even with the styles you make, let your hair breathe. And I know, you might want to do it. There's a place for using wigs once in a while. It's up to you. Just know your hair. That's what down to know your hair and what works for your hair. So thank you so much, Loretta, for coming. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And of course, you drop those gems, It's really glad to hear people, say their side of the story. And I think I would love to do this more, just talk to people more that probably on my podcast, even though I'm supposed to be doing there, or also on IG Live. But yes, thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate you. Now we can, you can leave the call. I'm going to add the next person
Thank you
now.
for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Grace, are you still here? I would like to let me know in the comment section if you're going to wait to the end. I would like to, I would like to ask you, the question on the hairstyle to take care of. Tell me, I tried to add you now. They're saying you have to use the latest version of Instagram to join. But Allah, let me see. Timmy, can you hear me? Yes, I really love Loretta Dimena. She looks so calm, just calm, cool, and collected. Okay, yes. Grace, after the end of this, after we're done with this session, I'm going to also ask you, for the part of hairstyles that you can do or the boundaries to put there. Timmy, can you hear me? They say that you would need to use latest version of Instagram to join. Can you request? Let's see first. Or you can join with your other accounts. I don't know if that's going to work. Please, for people that are sending requests, this is not the time. We're going to do that after we are done with the session, so that we know that we are done with that and everybody just like catching cruise. Yes, please say thank you to Loretta for coming up. Please say thank you to Loretta in the comment section. Please, thank you. Okay, Salvation, please, I would like to know, are you currently available to join the live? Tammy is trying to, update her app, and at the moment might not get her on board. So let me know if you're okay with coming on live now. Oh, while we wait, I think this is the best time for me to ask Grace the question. So Grace, I'll be inviting you again. Let's see. Oh, I can't find Grace here. Okay. Salvation, are you ready to come up? People should not, don't be angry. Oh, me, I'm new here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to answer that at the end of the session whenever all the speakers are spoken. But by the way, there is no I'm just going to leave it to that time before I answer the question. So that we won't. Okay. I think I'll just answer your question. Please, nobody should send requests apart from the speakers at the moment. Please, I beg you people. Okay. Shekina, if I hope I pronounce the name Shekina. I don't want to pronounce your surname because I will embarrass myself. There's a high chance I will be, even though I know how to pronounce Yoruba names. But The question, she says, what are the implications of wearing wigs on cornrows when you are trying to maintain a healthy hair? That's a very, very, it's a broad type of question. Number one, it depends on the type of hair. It depends on the nature of your hair. So when I say nature, I mean, is your hair, I'm looking for the best way to put this. Yeah, okay. Temi is here already, so checking out. Let me try to answer. Temi, I've accepted you. I don't know why. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, shaking out. Thank you. Here you are, Temi. Temi of Temi.
Sorry, oh, there's no light.
Say national grid. Everywhere I turn to on WhatsApp, people say national grid. I say, are you sorry? Sorry. Oh my God, I love your hairstyle.
Sorry,
Love
thank you.
Love it. Temi of Temini hair tried. My woman from the one. This one has literally been holding my hand since I started talking about hair care. And I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I saw there was this WhatsApp status I put, I think 2 years ago. I was appreciating Temi until today. I saw the post yesterday and I was like, this thing is still applicable to them. Like, Temi has literally been holding my hands. You know, I'll go into her DMs, ask her questions. She's there to answer me. You know, the fact that I realized I saw and met Temi when I started this hair care thing. Can you see my face? Temi, it's like Temi, you're out of this thing again. I don't know. But can you guys see my face? Temi says she can't see me. Can you all hear me and see me? Yeah, well, hello. Please, can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I visible? Am I audible? Oh, you can see me. Oh, it's good. I think, Temi, you might have to leave and join again. You might have to leave and join again. Okay, great. I'm accepting it again. Okay.
I cannot see the Ibukun, but I think you guys can see me, but I cannot see her.
I can see Temi now. I think it will take a while. I can see you.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can see you. I can hear you. It's clear. It's audible. It's visible. You're visible. You're not national leader.
Presence. Cannot see you. That's the thing. So I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm clear as lights in this place. Sorry to say. I think it's the network. The network.
Okay, no problem. You can hear me. There's no problem. It's fine.
Okay. So as I was saying, when I found out that Temi was also into haircare, I think it was I've forgotten the webinar she had on WhatsApp that time, and it was a WhatsApp meeting. That was like the first one or second one. I'm not sure. Haircare WhatsApp this thing I had, and I joined because I was like, oh, this is really nice. I know I've seen this lady before. I've seen her twice when I went to OAU. So like when I visited OAU, not went. So it's going to be nice to speak to her. She was also in my brother's fellowship, so my brother also knew her. And like she entered my DM, or she was not entered my DM. And I remember our first conversation on WhatsApp. Like it was, I think that's like the first time I would be speaking with someone for the first time, and we had a long conversation. It was that day I realized that if they tell me to come and start talking about her, I'm going to talk about her a lot. And Temi has been there ever since then, and she's such a blessing inside your hair doctor life, inside this girl's life. Thank you so much, Temi. Once again, thank you for holding my hand for this side. Because if Temi is not there, I would have left it. I would have left this side. So yes, I'm going to introduce Temi. Time has gone, but you guys will stay. I'm sorry that I not keep the time. You guys don't be angry with me. But so Temiloluwa is a believer and a hair care specialist and one that is committed to everything about hair care. So whether you're a guy or you're a lady or natural hair relaxed hair, Temi is your go-to person. She's currently the creative director of Temini Hair Tribe, which turned 3 a few days ago. A hair community of men and women that helps them to be intentional about hair care. Temi has been coaching several individuals on hair care and has helped over 1,000 people get enlightened about hair care in the space of 3 years. See, I won't lie. When she's not dealing with the big books of physiotherapy power, she enjoys braiding and making hair for people in a space called Temini's Hair Crib. Wait, Temi, you love making hair for people. You love braiding people's hair.
Plating people's hair. Thank God they brought light to. I like plating people's hair. Now when I mean braiding, it's not braiding as
okay. I see. Braiding. Sorry, you guys. Please, Femsure, share the small chop so that it can go around to everybody, so that it will not be starved. Okay. So I was scared that you like braiding. I was like braiding. Ha. Me, I run away. I run away from it. Everybody in my family knows. God forgive. Okay. That's what in my family. But yes. So guys, milk welcome the elegant, the beautiful, you guys, superstar is in my life. Sorry that I did that. You know my brother is if people don't know my life, like the superstar. She's this guy, she just joined my life. People should talk to me nicely. Superstar is in my life.
Nice to have you here. Love. Nice to have you on the call.
So what was I saying now? Okay. Now, Temi, over to you. What exactly inspired your journey, your personal journey? We're going to talk about Temini Hair Tribe later, after the live, after the session. We're going to talk about Temini Hair Tribe because I know that you have amazing things for people that are interested in hair care that I'm not able to do for them. You're able to do for them. Anyways, Temi, can you tell us about your personal hair care journey? How did you get to this place? Network, you receive sense, you will not do rubbish. Amen. So Temi, over to you.
All right. I hope everybody can hear me, and I'm feeling so bad that I cannot see face. I'm feeling
I'm sorry.
I don't know what the problem is, but I think I'll figure it after the live so that I don't take anybody's time. So your question was what inspired me, right?
Yeah, your hair care, your personal hair care journey. How did you start?
Oh, okay. So sometime in 2020, when the world was on lockdown, I decided to use that period to be intentional about my hair. Like, I'm not capping. People don't believe when I say this, but the thing is, my hair was here, like in 2019 up until 2020. This was the length of my hair. And I just decided to just try out different stuff to grow my hair. So I started using a lot of DIYs. I used dry spotter, moringa, palm oil, okra, so many things on my hair. And it wasn't actually growing, it was just getting thicker and thicker, and I wanted length. So during that period I started to read more about hair. So I started reading, oh my god, I read a lot about hair care. So now whenever people ask me about questions and I can provide the answer, I'm like, maybe it's what I read in 6 because I know that I read a lot about hair. So some methods started working for me, and I couldn't keep the knowledge to myself. So I shared with a few friends on WhatsApp, and after a while, they came back and they were like, "What you said works for me," and I'm like, "Okay, let's go for this." So in December, I decided to host a hair care conference. I made it open. I was just starting to come into the niche, so I just made it open and spoke to a friend or two that I knew were intentional about hair care, and we had like a massive turnout. from the program, and I shared the little knowledge I knew, and then the friends I brought on board also shared their knowledge. And after the program, I just had to start a hair community while still figuring my hair out. So I would say my hair took a turn for good in 2020, but I started the proper hair journey from January 2021. So it's been a ride.
Wow. See, I can't believe you use palm oil. You do have other people that use palm oil.
Yes, I use palm oil. I use palm kernel. Yeah, I use plenty of things.
Let me tell you something. We have the same story. I don't know. It's not cliche because I know I said the same thing with the person with Grace, and I'm not capping. My sister is here. Oh, my sister can relate with the stories about me.
Okay.
For Grace, we had similar story. For you too, we had similar story. The way we enter this intentional hair care is the same thing. Although just that mine started from 2019, I had a friend a senior friend that gifted me product that she wasn't using. She wanted to dispose. I'm like, let me take it on. And then all of these things I shared it on my page. I said this week. So like I got into hair care, right? And I wasn't really intentional. But in 2020, that 2020 was a blessing for me because I had the whole time. And I remember
in this guy.
How exactly am I going to get this knowledge that I need for hair care? And then I got a hack to study on hair, read about hair every day. Everyone have a book. The book is in Ukraine. But yes. So every day I'll write something, I will learn, I'll write. And then it wasn't like I was learning something every single day, but like I know that it's beyond me. These are not the information that I would need necessarily myself. I also have to share. So like how exactly am I going to share it? So you see that part where you said you did a conference. For me, I started talking about it on WhatsApp. That was where it was. That's also one way that I established name your hair doctor. So I was doing education time with a hair doctor on WhatsApp every Tuesday. And often I was talking about it. So yes, we have similar stories. And I'm happy about that. But 2020, I also tried a lot of things. Honestly, I would have tried okra and palm oil. The only thing was that it was not really. That's the only difference. It was not really. And if I had palm oil and okra, please, I'm going to use it because it was scarce where I was, and I cannot be wasting palm oil. So definitely, but it's free. It's almost like everywhere in Nigeria. So that's it. So yes. What exactly? What were some mindset that you had before you started taking care of your hair that changed when you started taking care of your hair?
Okay. So I had the mindset that my hair was never going to grow because we are three girls from my mom, and my elder sister has very long hair, so I just felt like she packed all the hair in the family because me and my younger sister were struggling with our short hair. So I had this mindset that my hair couldn't grow past anywhere. So all of the intentionality I was doing, I wasn't even sure they were going to work out. I'm just like, let me just continue. But then when I seen that it was yielding and hair was growing, that mindset changed. And another mindset that I kind of left was the fact that I don't necessarily have to use so much on my hair to see results, because in that 2020 all the ingredients I was using is enough to cook a big pot of soup. Yes, so I use those sorts of things. I don't just say everything so that you guys not run away. But with time, I realized that I really don't do so much to get results, and so those are the two basic things that changed for me personally. Yeah.
True. People think that we're not like Skype because me, I always had long hair. My classmate from secondary school can relate to that. My siblings can relate to that. I already had long, full hair. Although my two sisters' hair was like fuller than mine, but I had that long hair. But then my hair wasn't growing. Like it got to a point where it was like, this is where our journey has reached. We have stopped journeying. That was how it was for me until I thought my hair was long hair. I was like, let's just try, and then I tried and it worked. So yes, definitely, jeans is more than your jeans. So. It's more than your jeans. It's not going to work. The jeans will still get stunted hair growth. That's the thing. So now I don't want us to talk about product hair care, because product is like we talk about it almost every time. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to get that aspect of deep conditioning. But let's leave that first. Let's go to hairstyles.
Okay.
So, what are the common misconceptions people have about hairstyle? And I know this might be me putting you on spot because I've not reviewed this with you, but what are common hairstyles that people make or hairstyles in general? How does it affect your hair growth? Does it make your hair grow or does it not make your hair grow? Does it hinder your hair growth? Or in general like that, cha? Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think yes, it's going to be a yes and no answer. Yes, there are some hairstyles you do that will grow your hair. Not necessarily grow your hair, but I don't think it's the hairstyle that is growing your hair. It's the fact that you are not manipulating your hair. So I'm going to talk about that. But about styles, first of all, know what works for you and know your routine. So if you are nursing profession or in the medical profession, you know that sometimes you're not always allowed to use extensions, all these long attachments and the likes. So those kind of people, they might want to like go for hairstyle. So people like that, they use more of wigs and maybe cornrows and the likes. So extensions, the use of extensions, attachments, crochets and the likes, they can actually grow your hair. But the mistake a lot of people make with those styles is that when they are on extensions, let's say knotless braids, for example, they start manipulating it. Day one, you package cool and front. Day two, it's all back. Day three, it's down. Just styling, and for every style they do, they don't know that it's costing like a tension around their edges. And when they take the braids down, they're like braids is to cut hair. Not that the braids cutting the hair. It's not like crochet is cutting the hair. It's just your lifestyle. So yeah, braids, crochets, they are good. Even cornrows and twists, any hairstyle that has to do with your hair is also very good. But just have it at the back of your mind that any hairstyle you are doing, make sure it is not tight. I think it was Grace I was saying that yes, Grace and Loretta, they mentioned something about not making tight hairstyles. I've seen someone that did it all back with just her hair, like with her natural hair, and by the time she was taking it out, her edges were gone. Her edges went on vacation. I don't know when they are going to come back. We pray they come back soon. So yeah,
Wow.
just make sure that make sure that your hairstyle is not tight. Then there are some hairstyles that are a no for me personally, and if you come and meet me for advice, I'll tell you the pros and cons. Number one, ponytails with gels. It's a no from my end. Number two, Ghana weaving. Nah, I personally don't like those two hairstyles. But then there are some people that, for example, a lady reached out to me that her husband liked ponytails on her, and it's easier for her to do. So just told her, yes, I told her that, okay, do the ponytail, make your husband happy with yourself, but make sure that it's not tight. So whatever style you want to do, just make sure that it's not tight. And also, please avoid manipulation. Some people cannot get their hands off their hair. Anything, their hand, sharp, hair, sharp. So avoid manipulation, avoid touching your hair all the time, and make sure that you don't make tight hairstyles no matter the style you're doing. So that's it.
So can you please explain what manipulation is? Because you mentioned manipulation like 3 times. I feel like what manipulation? Are we using words at each other here? What does manipulation mean?
Okay, so manipulation is I'll say it's a hair terminology, but it's not quite different from the normal English vocab of manipulation. What manipulation means? So manipulation just involves you like always touching and styling your hair all the time to the extent that it becomes a problem for you. So for example, let's say I loosen my hair down, right? And I'm like, I want to carry my hairstyle like my natural hair for like a week. And then maybe every day I'm changing the style. But there's really no issue with changing the style. Fact is, if today I try to style this hair like this hair is not tight, then tomorrow I do it style, but it's very tight. Then by evening when I come back from work, I change the style again. Then Wednesday morning, I'm doing another hairstyle. That's my
it's like for me.
But then I know ladies that do it, that they don't mind changing their hair every time. Then another example of manipulation is maybe you make braids and then after 2 weeks you're like, I want to lose this hair, I'm done. Like the hair is not ruffle, but you're very seen another hairstyle that you want to do. So you take the braids down, you wash the hair, then you install another style. Then after 1 week you do another style again. Like allow your scalp to breathe. So that's like what manipulation is.
Yeah, so manipulation basically means doing too much to your hair. It could be combing your hair every single day. That's manipulation. You are manipulating your hair. Yes, you're manipulating your hair. So like, give your hair break. Don't give it too much work. Like even me. So in 2020, there was one thing. Is it 2020 or 2021? Either of those years. Every single week, I had a different hairstyle. I mean, hairstyle.
Yes.
Not hair making, like just my hair. Like I carried my hair for like months, like probably 6 months or so. But every single week, sometimes 2 weeks, I style my hair. And I rarely comb it. I just spray water and then use my hand to, stretch it. And I know it might not work for every single person because when you apply water now, the hair will shrink. And as full as mine. Of course, there are those things. But for me, that was what worked for me. I was just styling my hair. Next Sunday morning, I would spray it, use my hand to, detangle, or just stretch it out, and then I style it again, and then we are up again, up and running. It wasn't painful, and that really helped me retain a lot of length. Yes, we are going to length retention, and this is going to be our last question. The other question. Last question, and I want to talk about the mini hair tribe a bit for people that will need to know. So yes, our last question. Every other question is going to be like after salvation. So please can you tell us what length retention means and how does it affect your hair? Because I saw someone sent me a message recently and she was like, oh, she commented on my post. She was like, oh, I'm glad you put in the work. Just that some of us, our hair does not grow. And I asked her, although I'm not seeing a response, and she said she washed her hair, she did condition. There are a lot of things that can cause your hair to not grow, even if you're doing the right thing, like you're using your product. How do you take down your braids? How do you retain length? That's just it. How do you retain the length? So tell us how does length retention works when it comes to natural hair or relaxed hair? When it comes to hair, how does length retention work?
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. So I remember when Grace was talking, Grace said that our hair never stops growing, which is actually very true. I don't know if the research has changed, but the last time I looked it up, research says that we grow an inch of our hair every 3 months. So I don't know if that's still correct, but my point is that your hair actually never stops growing. Your hair grows every time. But the reason why a lot of people don't retain length is because of our lifestyle. It's just basically lifestyle. People already said is that it's not like you're not doing the right thing. You're moisturizing your hair, you're using products and stuff like that. But retaining length is actually in the little things that you do. You mentioned something earlier. How do you take down braids? So you carry the protective style for like 5 weeks or 4 weeks. You've retained length. Like you have new growth. You do not manipulate your hair. Your hair is doing very well. And when it comes to taking the hair down, you now lose the length that you have. And why? Because you're already tired from losing the hair, so you just yank it here and there, like knots and tangles, and then before you know it, you just comb your hair haphazardly, and you see your hair on the floor, and you're like, my hair is not growing. So yeah, I've mentioned one tip already. taking down styles properly. Secondly, how do you wash your hair? Do you wash it in sections or you just wash it all together? Just model everything up. If you do that, you are going to have lots of tangles and knots. Even natural, even relaxed hair have knots, and it can get very matted and then very very clumped together. And whatever is clumped on your hair, if you don't take out time to detangle very well, you're going to lose it. So these are some of the ways that people don't retain length. How do you how is your diet? Do you eat well? Do you take enough water? I was telling somebody that a lot of people can use a fruit basket on their hair and then take a whole factory of chocolates inside their body where the whole growth process takes place. So yeah, if I want to like look at the diet, I want to look at how you take water and the like. So these are some of the little things that do not allow us to gain length. Also, trimming your hair. A lot of people have misconception about trimming the hair. That's another topic on its own. But psychology, Ibuku is broad. Psychological factor is also there. You know, comparing your hair with another person's own, it's a lot. But these are like the most common ones.
Yeah. So when I asked the question, I was like, how exactly am I going to narrow down to the basic things? Because length retention is more like you can get everything right, have the right routine, have the right but how are you taking down your hair? See, how you take down your hair matter, how you retain your length matter. Because if you don't retain it, you're just taking off. All of those hair is just like gone. Because if you don't do it, length retention is very, very important. So yes, tell me, how can people get to learn more about length retention? Now this is about the mini hair tribe. As I sip water and we prepare for the next speaker.
Okay. The way you said this is about a mini hair tribe, I think a mini hair tribe will just give you more temperature, make you to start retaining length. Okay, yeah, that's on a lighter note. But well, retaining length is not just a one-off thing. It's something we keep learning and figuring out every day. So yeah, at Tiny Hair Tribe, just like a community of ladies and guys, we talk about everything hair. And yeah, from time to time we share tips on different health topics, including length retention, and then sometimes when people are tired, because I think that's where a community comes into play, the place of a community. There are sometimes that you just want to rant about your hair. For example, today, I did not feel like taking down the protective style that I took down before this style. I wanted to come online and come around in the hair space, but I never straight to time. So there are some times that you just want to rant about your hair, about your struggles. That's what taking hair is all about. So if you want to gain more insight on length retention, you can hop on the hair tribe. You also have Ibukun. Ibukun has.
Don't talk about you. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about yourself. Your hair challenge. That hair challenge is a game changer. I can personally testify to it. I'm on Timmy's hair tribe community, and I've also joined our hair challenge 2 times, and there's evidence to show it. So tell me, please talk about that. Don't talk about me. Okay.
But just wait first. Allow me to say something. I wanted to just mention before it goes. So I wanted to say that you have a podcast where you've talked about different hair topics and people can check and always like follow it. So yeah, there's that. Cannot shut my mouth. So yeah, I have a hair challenge coming up. It's called the 90 Days Hair Challenge, and people, doctor has like, she has participated twice, and I really, really, really commend Ibukun's intentionality about her hair. And so it's a 90 Days Hair Challenge, a 3-month program where we are taught how to build a healthy hair routine based on our hair issues, our hair needs. And then at the end of the 90 Days Challenge, if you are consistent, I'm saying this because the game changer is consistency and intentionality. So if you are consistent, you are going to retain length. Yeah. And of course, you would have learned how to handle your own hair, like your hair gum, without comparing it to other people's own. Yeah, details will come in later. I don't know if I still have time. So yeah, thank you.
So one thing I want to say is, if you go through that 3 months, if you go through that 3 months, you'll be able to come and talk on live and talk about hair care, because that's how much you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
so much.
Can we also thank you to Temi in the comment section for gracing us with her majestic presence.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Temi. Thank you so much. Temi, I don't know if you want to give, or you are going to wait on the call, but it's it's up to you. Anyways, last person on the session, we're supposed to end this by 1. This is 2:21. I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. Let me know. Are you guys learning something? I know you are learning, so even if you say you're not learning, I'll say it's like, because me myself, I'm learning. So have you learned anything here tonight? Let me know in the comment section. Now we're going to introduce our last person. Next time I'm going to probably have an IG live with someone on locks to talk about locks care, and someone in mind is coming up. Anyways, let's keep that until when the time comes. But at this moment, we're having the Okonla one. Okonla one means the only one amidst them. Okonla one is majorly used to describe a guy. I think a guy, yes. Like, we're 5 people on this call that that came on this live, and then 4 ladies, 1 guy. Yes, so Okonla one means the only person amidst them. And that's Salvation. And it's going to be talking about hair care. I know that there's a current regulation in schools now, like federal, state universities, college in Nigeria, about guys being on hair care. Sorry guys, I don't know if that pulls any trigger, but we're going to have Salvation here talk about hair care for guys. And when Grace was talking, I said, Grace, people think that whenever I talk about hair care, I only talk about natural hair. But the truth is, I'm talking about natural hair and relaxed hair. It doesn't just end there. I'm not just talking about natural hair for ladies. I'm talking about natural hair for guys. So it's time for guys to be involved, because everybody is for every single person that has hair growing on their head, right? Growing out of their scalp. So if you're a guy and you have hair growing out of your scalp, this is for you. If you have a friend that is a guy that has hair growing out of their scalp and they're intentional about keeping it, send them this link. Tell them to come and watch it. So I'm going to introduce our guests. I'm not sure if you'll be able to turn on his camera because of where he's right now. But thank you so much, Salvation, for gracing this live session with your presence. I do not take it for granted. And this is also the first time I'm going to be interacting with Salvation, like interacting like this. Everything is staying in that book. It's staying in that have this connection. Thank God. Just have a time in your life. Sorry, but not Temi that came on this live. Can't look for your no shades, guys. Anyways, tonight we're going to have the privilege of introducing a remarkable individual who bridges creativity, aesthetics, and a deep passion for beauty. He's a recent graduate of the esteemed Department of Fine and Applied Art at Obafemi Awolowo University. Our speaker is not only a talented artist, but also a captivating fashion model. The artistry goes beyond the canvas, and they are poised to become a prominent hair and fashion vlogger, sharing their expertise and unique perspective on beauty and self-expression. The journey from academia to runways and now into the digital realm is a testament to their dedication to art and style. Please join me. Tell me, this is inside your DM. Please only. I'm sorry. Let me go back to where I'm coming from. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished speaker with a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Salvation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, Ibuku.
Yes, a good afternoon from my end. Yes, don't discriminate.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. Yeah,
don't mind me.
Good.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Against all odds. I am here.
Yes, fuck us. The devil is a
Mm-hmm.
liar. Like
He's a
here.
liar.
So yes, Salvation, thank you once again. And this is last, I must say thank you so that we can start. Can you please tell us how you got into haircare? Like, what exactly is your motivation? Is it because you're a model, or you just like the idea of having your hair? Yes, we can't see his face at the moment, unfortunately. So sorry, guys. We're sorry. The main thing is he's here. So Salvation, please tell us how you were saved into the natural hair.
Uh, sorry. The network broke.
It's fine.
Uh,
Network. You're a liar. I can
hey,
hear you now. I can hear
can,
you.
can
Oh
you hear me?
Jesus.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, my motivation has um
Network will bind and cast you. Will bind and cast you.
oh my god. Okay, I'll take it over again. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. So I said my motivation has evolved over time. Starting out, I always loved my hair as a kid, and my parents encouraged it because they actually did love my hair. I've been I've been mistaken for a girl several times, right from babyhood. So i- it's just one of those things, yeah. But I began to search for a reason why I should actually keep my hair, and I realized that the comments I get from people who see my hair are questions like, "Is that your natural hair? Oh my God, it's so nice. I love the curls," and etc. Well, I began to realize that this could actually be a way to motivate people and also encourage people to show people that, especially guys,
Mm,
that your hair is actually a very important part of your body that
I love that
could
point.
be cherished and loved. Yeah. So I would say that is my major motivation, just
Uh,
to be able
that's really
to,
nice. That's
yeah.
really
Thank
nice.
you.
That's really nice. And the fact that your parents encourage it, wow, cool. I salute your parents. I give them, because that's not what the
Yeah.
typical
Yeah, you
African
see,
parent story. Like,
uh,
yeah,
they are showing their typical African nature now. Not, you see, yeah, because
wow.
I'm beginning to style my hair. So yeah,
Oh, so yeah, that's oh,
acceptance,
well, that's
the
really
normal African
nice to see
acceptance.
that you had the nice hair, and you're also like doing it because you want guys, because guys are used to, oh, just do anything. They'll use tura to wash their hair, and when they feel like it, or they use I don't know, Dettol soap. They're not like um particular about their hair care or skincare. So now that guys are getting into there and talking about it, it's really nice to see that, oh, it's not only ladies that are meant to take care of themselves. You need to take care of your body, take care of yourself, take care of it's your hair, take care of your body. It's your hair, take care of your body. So you get, so yes, that's a very good one. So I'm not going to go into the challenges you've been through. Although we're going to talk about how you'll be able to navigate through these challenges. But now, what are the Tura now, Abi. But what are the myths that you've heard about Heki as a guy that doesn't that is a lie, is a big fat lie, like the Big Bang Theory?
Sorry, you would have to come again. The network.
Okay, I said what's the myth? One of the what are the myths you've heard about Heki as a guy that is a big fat lie? That is a lie. It doesn't exist. It's just lie and fables.
Okay, I think I caught the myth part. So I'm guessing you're asking me what myth. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. While we're on that topic, I would want to talk about the um, idea that guys are not meant to, like, how do I put this? They don't. The the hair is just like your skin.
Mm-hmm.
You take your bar soap, you use your hair as your sponge to lather your soap, and then you spread the soap from your head down to your body, and you just feel like it's just there. It's just meant to be there. Now, low cut, your hair is long, you're keeping whatever style. You are not supposed to use bar soap on your hair. I mean, it is normal, guys. Please, I take God beguna. I beseech you. It is not normal. You think it's normal, but it is not
No,
normal.
very, very.
The people who made soap, didn't make it for the hair. I promise. They didn't make soap for the hair. No, they did not. They absolutely did not. That's why we have shampoo. And shampoo is not even meant to be used every day. So it is one of those things you should please take note. Don't feel like your hair is dirty because you did not put soap on it today or yesterday. It's it's perfectly normal. That is the normal. Yeah, so that's one of the myths. Uh, I think in the African setting, I would say one myth that we have is guys are not supposed to grow their hair.
Yeah, it's like an unspoken rule.
It's an unspoken rule. It is even something they've made biblically wrong.
True. They will look for a way to
Christ,
establish it.
my brother.
You guys, when I said Surah, I was not lying because I know.
Yeah,
The
the
establishment.
ideology.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the ideology of the fact that we cannot keep our hair as guys. It has become a sin. It is not modern. Father. Okay. Yeah. Am I?
You are breaking at the moment, but yes, please. I don't know. I feel like the aspect of hair being a doctrine, like them looking for a doctrine in the Bible to say, "Oh, don't make your hair." I mean, culturally, Nigeria might not be the type of setting where you make your hair like it's a cultural thing. It's not a biblical thing. A guy not making his hair like is not a biblical thing. It's cultural. So we need to be able to separate cultural from theology.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
Christians bring culture into theology. They've left the idols, but they've not left the mentality. So
Yep.
we find people just being very, very closed-minded about these things. And I think our parents, they have failed to realize that their generation is fading and is fading fast. Few days ago, one of my friends was opportune. He was invited to give an inaugural lecture at University of Ilorin. I was watching this video, and he packed his hair in a bun. He usually has twists on, so of course they know who they were inviting. And I was seeing the lecturer sitting at the podium, and they were paying rapt attention. Like, this guy was spitting sense, and I didn't see any look of because his hair is full, then he definitely does not have sense, or he's not meant to be here. He put on his suit and he dressed well. I mean, how bad exactly could that be? Majority of our parents say when you walk into an office, they will not take you serious. I have never experienced that anyway. I've never experienced that. I, I, I don't know why, but I think the ideology is still at home, but it is leaving the offices already. So we have to guys just have to be open-minded and be free to do what you want to do with your hair. Be confident about it. Your confidence matters a lot. If you're not confident about yourself, then it's going to rub off and it's going to show. No one is going to take you seriously. If everything you do, your confidence shows in your, you're not going to be taken for granted because of your hair. Yeah, so you're not going to be taken for granted because of your
hair. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Even as a lady, I've had my fair share of not being confident in my hair.
Yes. And be confident about your hair.
Yeah.
Look hot. Your hairline is going inside. You're balding from the middle of your head. Be confident about.
Yeah, be confident. Sorry guys, he won't be able to show his face because of where he is. We're so sorry about that. It was inevitable. Honestly, this is not what we planned for. But the main thing is he showed up.
Plan for this. Yeah. I didn't plan for this. I'm sorry. My sincere apologies.
Went out of control. Please bear with us. Thank you so much for that point. Those points you mentioned, they're really, really helpful. So now I'm going to ask about the aspect of how does a guy navigate. I think you already touched on that, but just quickly, how does a guy Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I know you already touched on it, but how does a guy get comfortable in their hair in an environment that doesn't typically that frowns at it for no reason? How do they get confidence in their hair, with their hair, and comfortable in it also?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Yes. So I said that I know we already touched on it.
Yeah.
We already touched on being confident, but how does a guy get comfortable and confident in their hair in an environment that frowns at it for no reason?
Okay, I'm going to take myself as an example.
Okay.
Number one of the reasons why a lot of folks frown at hair for guys is because the culture they were brought up in was such that the guys who keep hair are the ones who are priests or servants of Shango. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, so they're the ones who serve the god Shango. This is in our Yoruba setting now. I don't know about the other cultures, but using this place as an example, number one, I feel and I know that our parents know that they did not bring us up in the era of Shango. So having to use that against us to say people will think we are Shango, like we are Shango, is now that is the myth that will always remain a myth because we don't even acknowledge his present existence. Fine, he might have existed and had power, but I, I don't know if he still or still doesn't have power. We are not keeping our hair based on that, and they know. So, first of all, to be you have to be sure of your origin, knowing your origin and what you stand for is going to boost your, in fact, it's going to be the foundation of your confidence. Because if you ever anybody says is going to is going to be
When we wait, I honestly did not think thought I was into this, but now that it's been brought up, okay.
sorry, I did it.
Oh yeah, I was
Okay,
trying
am I
to
back?
respond to Ade Montajo's response to the hair and using Bible verse. But let's continue.
Okay.
Not to get to that. Let's continue.
All right, am I back? Okay, I think I'm back.
Yes, you're.
Yeah, yeah. So I was saying that's the foundation of building your confidence. Then surrounding yourself with people of like minds. Now, of people who accept you as you are is another thing that's going to build your confidence. I go to church. I'm a member of choir. I sing, and I would tell you there is there's no difference between me or or, or there is no difference between me and the guy that's cutting his hair next to me. As a matter of fact, a lot, a whole lot of guys have started keeping their hair because of me. So, and it is not their salvation is not cut short. Neither is their profession affected in any way. So, I think as much as we are in a society and in an environment where people do not accept, there are people who do not accept this. There are also people who accept, even in the older generation, or who don't even see that as anything. I've heard a lecturer say, "You are not harming anybody. You are not wounding anybody. So what is my own with you keeping your hair? Just do what you have to do. That is all that matters to me." So um, the world is slowly
Thank you
going
so much.
beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for that. So now I'm honestly going to answer. Let me just quickly check this in. So for the First Corinthians 1:11, there's one thing when it comes to Bible interpretation, right? I don't know that I'm going to get into Bible interpretation, but there's one thing about Bible interpretation. The Actually for the epistles, this is Corinthians, this is the epistles, and the epistles is like, sorry to people that don't understand, like they're not Christians, but this is like a slight division. So there is a cultural context. The epistles are letters written by apostles to a group of people, a group of believers, right? And these believers have their culture in their time. They had their culture in their time. Now, let's not ignore that verse 15, verse 14 says, "Isn't it obvious that it is disgraceful for a man to have long hair?" And then verse 15 says, "And isn't long hair a woman's pride and joy, for it has been given to her as a covering?" I mean, verse 13 says, "Judge yourself. Is it right for a woman to pray to God in public without covering her head?" Now, in our day and time, you will know that ladies, not every lady in church cover their hair. If that's what you're going to do, I know I also may say, "Oh yes, you agree with that part also," because if you want to take out a particular verse of text and just like build on it, what about the other verses that surround it? What about the context? What's the chapter saying? What exactly is the chapter talking about? If we don't just take verse out of isolation like that because it's there. There's a cultural context. There's a cultural context for it. It's the same Bible that says men should not wear women's clothing, women should not wear men's clothing. There's a cultural context for that. It's not, even though it was written for us, it wasn't written to us. There were specific people that particular Paul was writing to. He was writing to people in Corinth, and they had a culture at the time. So we are not taking the culture of Corinthians into. And that's why I said, hair, not making of hair in as a guy is a cultural context, not a biblical doctrine. It's cultural, not biblical. So of course, let's just that's all just I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
you're left with, and the main thing is it doesn't end your salvation. It doesn't change your eternal destination with God. It's salvation that makes you saved, not your head, the head you carry. So yes,
There are
please just stop there.
of
Yeah.
a lot of guys on low cuts who are well on their way to hell, and I've been there. So
Okay. So the last question I'm going to ask before you now like give us how people can before you now like tell us some other things. What is the natural for a guy now that wants to say, "Oh, I want to be intentional about my hair care." Now, if being intentional about your hair care doesn't necessarily also mean you growing your hair. It might just be you having grooming a healthy hair. That's also hair care.
yes.
I've seen a lady that she's on low cut, but she's intentional about her hair care, and she's on low cut.
Yes.
She does a shampoo and all of these things. So yes, it is not just about growing your hair. If you don't want to grow your hair, it doesn't mean you should not. Your hair is your body. You have to take care of your hair. You have to take care of it. So please, Salvation, a guy that wants to get into hair care, how exactly are you going to do that? What does it look like? What's it going to look like for them?
I would say this to guys, especially those spirikoko, sweat on it and not have your back for this. You need the basic foundation for hair care begins with your scalp, because the hair literally grows out of your scalp. So low cut is it's not an excuse to go days without oiling your scalp. It is not an excuse to not eat fruits. It's not an excuse to not do the basic things you're supposed to do. For your hair to grow, for it to be prunable, to be able to respond to you just brushing your hair and it stayed brush. There are some people who, some of them complain that their hair, the fact that they're not doing enough or they're not doing anything Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So I said for some, it's the fact that they're not doing enough or they're not doing anything at all. So guys, there are a lot of things, but there are basic things. Number one, you should watch what you eat. Your water intake is important. Your fruit intake is important because all these things also go to your hair, and your hair feeds off these nutrients for you to grow well and healthy. Okay. The color of your hair may be brown because you are malnutrition, not because that is the color of your hair. So,
Oh,
uh, yes, yes. So you really need to do the basic. At least, if you say you do not have time, drink water. Drink water. Eat fruits. Eat fruits. These two are very basic. It's something
yeah.
that should be a lifestyle. Um, Having shampoo is not also, and then for buying shampoo, there are shampoos that are not good because of the chemical contents, and there are some that are good. I would say I can only vouch. I can vouch for some. One of which is the Mega Growth. For those guys who have dandruff, there's a dandruff kit. It is the fact that they drew their pictures of ladies on these products does not mean they were strictly made for ladies. Okay, so don't feel embarrassed by walking into a supermarket and picking Mega Growth shampoo or the whole dandruff kit. It doesn't
Please.
make you less of a man, and it doesn't make you multicolored either. So please, yeah. So these are the basic things for hair growth. Then you also need to have a good oil to oil your hair. For those on low cuts, they really don't need much. You can have a pomade, for example. You and yeah, for you guys, you should know what to do. If you do not know what to do, then that's on you. Okay. So guys need to be more intentional. If you have issues with your hair, there are communities to join. There are YouTube should be your friend. I mean, you search these things online, you see what
YouTube is very helpful when it comes to hair care. You
don't
just have to be careful of what you take on.
you, you when you
Yeah,
don't do anything
we can
about
hear.
some of these things, is due to a lot of things. For example, putting on caps very often is not good for your hairline as a guy, especially you that knows that your dad went bald early and you are putting on cap because it fits you. Hmm. Well, I I have I would just advise you to just slow down, please. Slow
Well,
down, slow
hold
down,
on.
slow down, slow down with the cap. You look good without your cap. You should you should come to love yourself as a guy. It's it's one of the things that would help you nurture yourself well, no matter what style you are deciding to carry. So uh, I
Thank you
think
so much, Sean, for that. That was really, that was some, you went deep. You really went deep. I shook this thing. Check it. So yes, this is going to be the last question. It's almost 3. That's almost 8 p.m. And I know some people would be leaving by now. We've waited for 1 hour. Yeah, but we are times two of what we set aside for. Well, yes, tell us about how what people can expect from you going forward. Say that you want to motivate people and have like guys on Haircare. What can they look forward to in the coming days from Salvation, King Sal?
Yeah, all right. I intend to, I'm working on setting up a vlog. It's going to basically majorly be on YouTube before the end of the year. It's
Okay.
going out. So yeah, I'll be putting out content, relatable content to African guys. In fact, Niger guys. First of all, we'll start from home.
I look forward to it too, even though I'm not a
So yeah,
guy. I look forward to
I'm
it.
going to be dishing out content, and that this is one of the things you would expect from me. Of if you have questions, my DM is open. I of course can use these questions to form a content that will be put out for the public consumption. So, but those who have
Okay, thank you so much, Salvation. I definitely enjoyed this. Shame on network. But
Simon
those
Network.
information came in handy. And please, I know that Bible verse can be sensitive for some people because it's the word of God. Let's take it. But yes, there's a way to interpret the Bible properly to get the word. Yes, I definitely saw the question tag. We're going to get to that. We have two questions, and Temi is gonna do us the honor of responding to those questions. Putting her on the spot. But yes, let me invite her now. Salvation, please, guys, to say thank you to Salvation in the comment section in the chat side. Let's know that we learned a lot. Share with your brothers and your friends, your guy friends, your boyfriend, your husband, all of you that are romantically involved with a guy. Share it with them. Let them know. And if it's platonic, friends, all of those things, let them know also. The hair care is not limited to
Yeah.
just growing your hair, also being intentional about your locals. Because it's your hair, you have to take care of it. It's part of your body. So yes, thank you so much, Salvation. You can
You're
and
welcome.
what he was going to do, you might as well just follow him. Follow every single person that has spoken on this chat today, on this call today, and get
Oh,
some
you come in.
information that is very, very needed for your hair care. So yes, thank you,
Thank
Salvation.
you.
You can leave the
You're
call now. Thank you.
welcome. Yeah.
So now we have Tammy back on seat. And Tammy, we have two questions here. The first one
Okay.
is what are the implications of wearing wigs on cornrows when you are trying to maintain a healthy hair? So you see that particular question, I tried to answer it, but I was looking at the way to balance it. So you're in the best position, brother. Give it to us. Give it to us. Let's see.
Sorry, I didn't actually get the question. I'm trying to listen.
Okay. So
Well,
the
I
question
was
says, what are the implications of wearing wigs on cornrows when you are trying to maintain a healthy hair?
okay. The implications of wearing wigs on cornrows when you're trying to maintain a healthy
Yep.
hair. Well, you actually have to prioritize um maintaining the cornrows beneath the wigs. Like, do well to moisturize the cornrows, oil your scalp, and just take care of the hair beneath the wigs because a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people that when they install cornrows to rock under wigs, they just forget about the cornrows. They don't do anything to it at all.
Don't do that.
And then and they just keep wearing the wigs. Then there's a right way to wear wigs as well. You don't wear wigs directly on your edges, like here, like on your edges itself. You wear it like before, like maybe just an inch after your edges, and then make sure that your wigs are also not tight. Then there's also something I want to chip in. I recently took out a corn, like I just took out some my cornrows today after working it for about 2 weeks plus because I was using wigs. Now the cornrows were rough, like very rough, but I was taking care of them. Like I never stopped doing scalp massages and oiling my scalp and taking care of the hair. And I know that Ibukun does that very well. So if even if someone sees your cornrows under the wig and the person is like, your cornrows are rough and stuff, as long as you are taking care of the cornrows under the wigs, I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, that's
And then you also have to be careful because whenever you're wearing wigs, see if you're dealing with wig edges and napes, so the nape of your hair, the hair behind and the hair in front, if you're dealing with those printed growth, I would advise that you definitely do away with installing wigs. So installing wigs like you're adding glue and all of those things. I personally, I'm not even a fan of number one. So maybe that might make my bias really strong, but it's not healthy for your wig edges already. You're trying to preserve your edges, and the edges and the tip of your hair are like the fragile part of your hair. So you have to be careful with how you use the wig. And also, depending on the season, you can get really sweaty on your scalp. Product build up or smelly hair. That period is not the time to be covering your hair with wig every time. Wash your hair. Go and wash it. That's the
wash it.
Go and wash it. And it can also cause itchy scalp for some people. So make sure that your scalp is clean. The scalp of your head. Like, don't make it seem like because you wear wig, you've neglected your scalp. Don't do that. Don't. Because you want to wear I'm looking for one comparison, but I don't think I'm finding anyone. Oh, because you know you're going to wear your clothes, you will not now cream your body. I know some people do not cream their body, but
something like that.
How would I even do it surviving? Your body is so dry and everything. But yes, please take care of your scalp. That's it. Very, 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 very,
very important because that's like the foundation of a healthy hair.
There's no hair to retain. There's no hair to take care. So take care of your scalp. Then the next question is: can we talk a bit about split ends? Like, what does it look like? Split ends. That's a very, very tricky question because you can't
do that one from my hair. I don't know if I can see it.
I can see
if you guys can see it, but yeah, this is like an example of split end. You can even see it's coming out. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but it's even like coming out of my hair. Yeah, so I just pulled out. I don't know whether I can see it, but then split ends are just the weakest parts of your hair, and they can occur depending on your hair routine and also your hair texture. So I figured that there's a particular hair texture that can come up with split ends like very, very, very often. That's those that have like those that have like very curly hair, like their hair curls, like they have like a curly hair pattern. Yes, they tend to have like split ends a lot. So if you said
you also get tangled.
Yes, like it gets tangled very easily. So if you have split ends and you don't take them out, it's going to like travel up through your hair strand and they will keep on causing damage. Right, so that's why it's like good to clip them off, and most times they're usually at the tips of your hair. So if you notice, sometimes when you take a strand of your hair, you see knots in between. So those are like things that have to be clipped off. That's where trimming comes into play. Salvation stays like its own. Yes, Salvation has that particular hair texture. So yeah, it's on my hair because I've not trimmed for a while. So they don't hide.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a way to also trim it. Please, I'm not going to recommend that you trim yourself. I would recommend that you go to a salon that you can trust with.
How do you know how?
I think when you see it, because you have to like blow dry the hair, and then it's very, very easy to find them that way. Because when other hair are stretched and you could see that they are not, or they are thinner, they are very much thinner than the other strands of your hair. So when they are, it's
Thin, yeah, like
best to trim. The best way is to trim your hair when it's stretched, because when it's shrinked, that shrinkage will make your hair look like that's not, but you just have to detangle it. And if you want to cut that, you're cutting a lot of your hair. So yes, go to a salon to trim your hair. Don't trim yourself. Or you can watch a lot of YouTube videos and learn, and then do it yourself. But personally,
use something sharp as well to trim your hair. Don't use something blunt. If not, it will give you another split.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I have any more things to say. Do you have anything to say to the people? I wanted to ask Grace to speak, but she's no longer here. So do you have anything else to say?
Okay. So I just like chip in a few things like that all the speakers mentioned, including Grace. So whatever hair type that you have, I'm always saying this. First of all, accept the hair that God has given you, right? I've seen a lot of people that have issues with their hair color, and that mindset has prevented them from taking care of their hair. So they spend their time saying, this person's hair is darker than my own, this person's hair is shorter than my own. A lot of comparison. So you are unique, just the way God made you, down to your hair. It's like you saying that you don't like your nose because it's flat, another person's one is more pointed. There's like there's nothing you can do about it, except you want to go and do surgery, and in the depth of your heart that that's not the way God made you. So accept yourself the way God made you, accept your hair the way God made you, and then as much as you try to take care of other parts of your body, same way you should take care of your hair. Like, be intentional about your hair, just nurture it, and then watch it grow. And then there was something that Grace said. She said that she mentioned like a lot of tips similar to natural hair, and it just gave me the mindset that whatever hair you want to carry as a lady, whether relaxed or natural hair, or those that are on locks, people have a reason for carrying whatever hair that is on their head. So respect their reasons and just advise them to like take care of their hair. Some people will go and relax there because they think that natural hair is hard, so they'll go to relax hair, see that it is not also easy, run back again to natural hair. The issue is that they're not just taking care of it. So just take care of your hair. Like, you have your hair doctor to reach out to, you have Temini. There are a lot of people that are there to like make the job easier for you. So just take up the intentionality and you'll be fine. Then lastly, last. Sorry,
it's okay.
This is very practical and personal. Up until today, when I was taking my cornrows down, Ibukum, I felt like my hair, I was not retaining length. Like, I felt like my hair was stuck until I looked at a picture that I took.
Yeah. Yes.
Some time back, and I'm like, this thing has grown up. So the picture that I saw just like encouraged me again that okay, let's keep going, we're getting there. So take pictures of your hair. Like, I've learned that from Ibukum. Like, Ibukum has archives.
My recent post has a lot of them, like evidence day.
Exactly. And you will see the growth. You can see that the growth has been consistent.
Yeah.
So I did like a throwback to 2020 of my hair, and now and I'm like, thank God, dude, this thing is growing. So yeah, please take pictures of your hair. Then times that you feel like your hair is not growing, just do like a throwback. You see that there are many things to be grateful for. So yeah, thank you.
A hair gratitude journal. Yes. Meditation is important. Like it's very, 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 very important. Thank you so much
Yes.
for those of you that will stay to this particular moment. Okay, like is ladies, ladies. I think I tried. Thank you guys
Yes.
so much. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I was telling my sister that I don't know who sent message. I really feel like I've run on low sleep this week because trying to post. I don't know who gave me assignment that should be posting. And because of Afro Head is coming, I will now wake up in the midnight. I will not sleep early because I want to post this thing because of people in Nigeria and like kilo. But now we finally done this thing. Oh my god. That's such a beautiful review. Loretta said was when I saw the length of my hair after when I said to fully transition. If she did not have a picture, she would not make that decision. But here she is now because she took those pictures. So yes, please, you have forgotten. Don't forget this one. Take pictures of your hair. If your hair is currently not taking, like if it's loose, please take your hair. Length, everything is never too much. Just take them. Yes, thank you guys for making. You're welcome, Gold. Of course, you're here with a hair. What do you expect? So, yes, thank you guys. Thank you so much for waiting, for staying till this very moment. You guys work. See you again some other time. I feel like I might be doing this occasionally. Talking about hair care with other people, hearing their story. I will be doing this more often. Yes, I'll be doing more often. And we're going to say again next year for what I've ready. I don't know what we're going to do next year, but I pray that not next year I'm not going to come to my senses in 1 week and say, I've ready is next. Let's start planning. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. For me, I have a podcast. I have a podcast. All of this is in my bio, right? I have a podcast where you can learn on hair care, like a lot of information. You have length retention, you have how to take care of your hair, love upon your hair, even myself. Then there's 30 episodes, 30 full episodes of hair care talk on that particular podcast. So please get on it. It's on Spotify, it's on Anchor, it's on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, wherever I can take. Everything is in my bio. Then you can also book a consultation with me where I'm going to personally hold your hand to get the hair go in front. You can also, follow me on Instagram. If you're here and not following me on Instagram, hello. I'm not being bad, but hello. I'm gonna binge watch on my it's very easy. I have in my guide, like my page, my profile. When you get to my profile, I'm going to see a guide. I have hair education with your hair doctor there, like a compilation of them, even though it needs to be updated. I have just small reels. I have hairstyles in store for you. Even though I need to get more into hairstyles videos, but just expect coming this to come. And once again, thank you so much, guys, for doing this with me, for joining me on this beautiful day to celebrate the Afro Hair Day and to inspire you, remind you what you need to do, just do the things that you need to do. And I'm glad that this has really been fun. I really enjoyed myself. I love it. I enjoyed it. So thank you, guys. Thank you to the guest speakers that we had. You guys made it. Really fun. Oh my God, you guys got the energy from Grace to Loretta to Salvation to Demi. Like the way Salvation was talking, like man was taking his time. Like it really took him down and he went deep.
Intentional man.
He should go stable. I'm really glad. I'm hearing everyone's story. You see that I have a similar story with Grace and Timmy. That's why they are on this call. But yeah, both of them is already becoming too much. So thank you so much. Keep drinking.
Thank you.
And minding your hair business because you need it. So yes, thank you so much. Cheese, I
Thank
care
you.
everything. We finish feasting. Please make sure you eat. Pass the small chops box. See you guys some other time. Bye.
Bye.